This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Never really believed in trigger points. You know how people go, oh, that's triggered me.
Point, yeah,
that's triggered me.
That's triggering.
And it transports you back to a time of trauma in your life.
Yeah.
Now, this I'm going to tell you what happened to me. It should have been a moment of happiness, of celebration of my son. Whippy, you'll know exactly what I mean here when I say that I went to my son's under-15s football presentation night, Kate. It was the best and fairest. And I'm sitting there and we get a meal, we have a couple of drinks and all the kids are excited. Even a couple of kids rocked up in a pair of slacks and a nice belt and they're wearing nice shoes.
Did it have gel in their hair?
Oh, my God.
Said to Hewie, maybe it's time for you to get a pair of slacks. And he looked at me and just went, you're kidding yourself, are you?
Don't say, well, you need to think of another word. Slacks.
You can't say slacks.
It's so dated.
What about a sharp chino, Hewie? Love to see you in sort of a mustard colour chino. From Country Road, maybe? Let's go shopping, son.
Just try the boat shoes on. Just see what they look like.
It's
you know
going
what
to
I
be
mean?
fine.
So we're at the under-15s best and fairest. And you know what? He had a pretty good year, but I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how he's going to go. There was some really, really good... And they won the premiership. Like, they won the grand final. Celebrations. And there's some amazing kids in his team that have worked really, really hard this year. He's got a great coach as well. Flash is the best.
What?
So his last name is Flesvader and his nickname is Flash.
Right, okay.
And Flash he's had these kids for a very long time and they've won 3 premierships. Like, they are successful and he's a great coach. So I'm there, Whip, and we're at the presentation night, BNF night, and then he gets on to, okay, coming up next is the under-15s Coaches Trophy.
Okay. The Coaches Award.
What does that mean?
It's one step up from participation.
No, it's not. No, it's actually...
Oh, I would have thought it has a great honour
not.
attached because it's like this kid's really stood out for me.
It's a club
It doesn't
person.
necessarily fit into the other categories, but this
all-rounder.
is very deserving.
It's the child that dots the I's and crosses all the T's, does all the extra work and really trains hard and has improved throughout the year. It's actually a prestigious award. And Hewie, congratulations. And I love him to death. He got the Coaches Trophy. And Flash he's a
done,
great coach.
Hewie.
So the thing was, though, the trigger point for me, though, is that I was actually at the presentation night sitting next to my father who coached me and gave me that award in under-14s. And it was such a traumatic moment in my life of parent favouritism that you've ever seen. To the point. Yeah.
But did you deserve it though, Fitz? I mean, surely your dad wouldn't have given it to you unnecessarily.
Did you know how he started?
Undeservingly.
My dad started by saying, okay, coming up next is it was under-14s at the time, it's the under-14 Coaches Trophy. And he said, and can I just say, this kid, he is always at training early and he's always the last to leave. And the reason why is because I needed to get a lift with you peanut. That's why I'm there early, because I'm there with you.
Did you know you were getting it? Were you kind of slinking in your chair, or were you like, no, oh no, it's me.
Oh no, it's me.
Oh, no.
So
Dad,
as he went on and on, I'm not joking, but underneath the table where I was sitting with my mates, I was starting to get punches in the leg. And I had kids looking at me going, if this is you,
oh my God,
you are in massive trouble. There'll be crow pecks, sack wax,
Chinese
camel
burns,
bites.
Do you know, it would have been fitting if the coach had said, but to present this next award, I'd love Ryan Frizy Fitzgerald to get up to make this presentation. So in true tradition, you could have handed the Coaches Award to Hewie.
There's another story I give. This is an ex-Swans teammate, but he went to a club and he coached that club. So he did it all. He played, Kate, and also coached the team and gave himself best and fairest.
No, he didn't.
I'm not joking. And no, so he read out he read out the runner-up, gave them a great spiel and how well they did as runner-up, and then he said on the mic, he goes, "Okay, I'll hand it over now to the assistant coach, Dave."
And then he awarded the award to him. Oh, I think if you put your hand up to captain and coach and all of that, you have to bow out of awards for that year.
Oh my God.
I totally agree.
13, 24, 10. Have you given yourself an award?
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.